Hey everybody, how's it going? I feel like I hear myself 2 times, but it might actually be the max patch that I have on, which sounds kind of pretentious to say out loud. Yeah, today we're just gonna be playing with some things. I didn't want to put them in the description or the title of this stream because I sometimes feel pressure. I mean, I say this all the time, but yeah, I sometimes feel pressure when the owner or developer of the software makes their way to the stream and kind of, you know, whatever. I'm not like cranky about them promoting it here. I'm just more, it just gives me a lot of pressure. Like I feel like the point of me exploring things is more just to dive in head first and not do a bunch of research and not know the answers, find the answers with my community. Anyway, yeah. Still working on the robot video. It's like one of those things. I feel like the last couple videos I've done, every time that I get like past, like I'll be like, okay, we're going to research until Tuesday. We're going to research until Sunday. And then 2 weeks later, I'm still digging up information. So yeah, anyway, so that's where I'm at now. I'm like, finally, like, okay, we're done researching. We know everything we need to know for this video. We don't need to go any deeper because it's already enough. I'm playing with something called Vortessa. Let me switch windows here. It's a max MSP patch, and I bought, who makes it? Some guy makes it. Some guy? Emiliano makes it. And, yeah, he makes up a bunch of really weird stuff. It all looks really interesting, and complicated. And it is. I don't know what's happening, but, you know. Yeah, I bought his library of software, and I think this is the only one we're going to try on this stream because setting it up took a little bit of time. Yeah, this is just like a generative noise machine, but there's other stuff I want to check out in this stream too. It seems pretty crazy. Not really. Again, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, that's just presets for that. That has something to do with panning. These are like master effects. And then, I guess to change sounds, you load corpuses, which I didn't know what that was until 20 minutes ago. I need to take the lid off my thermos or I'm going to burn my lips. Although, I was under the impression that this would evolve. And I think it does. I just don't know how yet. Oh yeah, the infrasound stuff, quickly go over that for the one person maybe watching this stream who will actually attend the event or who intended on it. I'll still be there. I'm DJing and I might bring 1 or 2 visual ailments. Maybe if I do sim selections next week, I'll be testing them out there because I'll probably be already slammed and stressed out about it. Yeah, but I'll be there. And I'll be DJing, and I will be putting a lot into my DJ set. Like, I'll make sure that it's pretty wild. I think that's probably better for a festival environment anyway. And then, yeah, and so in a weird way, it's a bummer, and it sucks, but at the same time, a couple different promoters reached out about doing the sort of surveillance set in a venue that would only host that, which I think is actually maybe a little bit better. It also better because I do like the idea of other artists being involved, and that kind of allows me to curate it. So it's not like a music festival. It's not like a fun, whatever, you know, the idea is to be fun, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a little bit more appropriate. And yeah, but I'll still be there, and it just won't be quite as much effort with the visuals and the live music and all that stuff, but I still will be there, and I still will be attempting to get some of the visuals done. So that's good news for anybody who bought a ticket, I suppose. This is actually my set. Just gonna play with this for the first time. Oh, okay, wait, we got more sounds here. Dust. Oh. Some sort of liquidy. You know what would be amazing? If my life were making things like this. If that was what I did with my time. I need to enable these, I believe. Like if this was just my gig. I just made noise generators for people. Or song generators, you know, depending. Oh, okay. I guess this is our... Nope. I thought that these were controlling... Ah, okay, these are our tones. Yeah, I'm not here on whatever that's supposed to be doing, but... And then I think we have to... Can I load a default? Okay, it's advancing to something new. Noise sum oscillator. Chatter. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Feedback network. Feedback reverb. I don't know what I just clicked, but it made new noises. Ooh, we got some fluttering of some sort. I haven't checked on the black broody hen. The other ones have dissipated from their nest, but I need to check on. Well, what? I'll give her one more night, and then to the cage she goes. I assume it means the Ableton Corpus modeler. I'm not really sure. I mean, I had to like install an extra library for it. Okay, that's the geophone thing. Got it. Weird. Doesn't make noise when I do it. I feel like this would be a little bit better if the words weren't so cool, you know? If they just sort of described what was happening a little bit better. That's my criticism so far. Yeah, no amount of corpus loading changes. Yeah, this doesn't appear to be doing anything, unfortunately. I wish it were easier to like open up all of this guy's patches. Huh. If you have a friend who annoys you by throwing cafe shows and always invites you to play at them, if you bring this, they will never bother you again. If I hit seed, I wonder if it'll reset everything. Or not reset, but randomize. Nope, just that thing. Our geophone is only in one ear. I have no idea if it accepts inputs. I feel like we're not going to get that far. Okay, we're shaving. I assume this is being controlled by this. I like whatever rhythm's happening. Oh, look at that. We have tool tips. Okay, I hear something cool happening. I wish I could like solo particular things. I mean, maybe I can, I'm just not realizing it. mean, I have Max. We could open the patch. I just don't think we're going to learn very much from it. It'll probably be 100,000 times more complicated than... Uh-oh, we disconnected the patch cords. Not sure I understand the point of them. Like, rather than just turning something on it, because you can't, like, patch things into each other, I don't think. No. Yeah, I'm not sure I get why there's patch cords, rather than just a mixer. But I'm willing to concede that I just don't know what's happening, so that's probably why. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see if they... No. Yeah, I don't think you can do that in Max at all. Hey Mike, how are you? Just making some classical music here. I mean, the reason I bought this is because stuff like this is usually annoying until it's not, and then it's inspiring. Where it's like, then you're like, oh, that's such a good idea for a... I should play an instrument over it. This little thing over here is going nuts. actually getting pretty wild. I kind of thought I would be closing out of this at first. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to stick around here too long. Yeah, that's 100% it. It's supposed to just sort of evolve over time. It's like not something you would really sit here and play with the entire time, but something you just sort of set up and leave on as background noise, which is something I do pretty frequently, actually. This same creator also made a drum machine. I'm just seeing what is required to install the drum machine. Oh, you have to have Super Collider for the drum machine. Yikes, alright. Yeah, none of them are easy to install and easy to set up. Which, I don't know. Max allows you to like export an instrument that you can just play with the runtime. I assume that's what he's doing here. I don't know what's happening. I think it's just it has a lot of things communicating. Yeah, these all require Super Collider. This one you buy and it just tells you to download from Cycling 74. Downloaded Interfera. network drive. Let's dump it in here and open that up as well while we're here. Looks like that doesn't need anything else to run. Oh, nope, I have to launch a PHP server first. What? I appreciate interesting things, but... Alright. Let's launch a PHP server. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this stuff. I always forget which way the slash is in Windows. Yeah, okay, this... Yeah, I didn't think that would work. I've never just typed PHP into a console and gotten a server to launch. And there's nothing in there called PHP. Interesting. Let's look at the manual here. Oh, wait, no, we got a quick start guide. Oh my god. Oh, we have to... Okay. Yeah, fuck this. Alright. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's just like, alright. That's a little... It's quite a bit of work. Not good for streaming. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like... I was like, did he just like install a PHP runtime in that folder? But so, the way, well, yeah, I mean, he's requiring you to do things that aren't Max. Like, Max does have, like, a package manager that kind of reminds me of, like, Arduino's, but it's just a matter of, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I know how to install PHP. I know that installing PHP is not an impossible task. It's just for the sake of a stream. And then looking at that quick start guide looked like it would take quite some time to get running. So rather than listening to me swear, there's plenty of things to check out. But this is cool. This is probably something I'm going to put on a laptop. This is a fun thing to do in a hotel room while someone's sleeping. Not on a speaker system, but on headphones. Well, I mean, I wish Venvs were used for projects like this. Like, I wish that you could just, like, initiate a Venv and go nuts and run anything. Or you know what? This damn thing needs its own Docker container. That's what it needs. It just needs to be a Docker container in itself, and you just press play and go. Or I mean, this might be some crazy talk here, or just compile an executable file that includes the libraries in it. I know, I'm nuts. All right. Another weird program. What's it called? Voodoo, maybe? Oh, never mind. Why do I have a venv on my C drive? Speaking of venvs. Voodoo. There we go. Okay, so Voodoo. It's Madrona Labs is resynthesis loader. Like you could load little files in here and then it'll resynthesize them. Actually, I wonder if I still have a Soundly subscription. I didn't cancel it, but I changed my credit card updated. So yeah, everybody's mad at me. I do have a bunch of sounds just of my own library, so that should be fine. Earth. Yeah, we should be totally fine with just my own network drive full of sounds. Interesting. Can we just drag and drop? No, of course we can't. It is so much more difficult now. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to save every file. I'm gonna have to look for something a little bit more interesting then. Let's look up machine. Wow, that's a beat. All right, I'll bite. It's a silk screen print machine running empty. Let's just run it for like a 6-second loop. I thought you had an external editor, man. Can't I just save this? Maybe I could just drag and drop it to a folder? No. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, we're set. We're good. All right. Only 6 steps per sound now. Okay, analyze. Synthesize. Play. This is additive synthesis, by the way. You kind of have to play around with the settings quite a bit to get it to work nicely. So this one could actually probably have a lower resolution and a higher window frequency. Maybe a high cut, doesn't need a low cut. Analyze. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Okay, maybe not so much high cut. Let's try and find the bass. I think it's this part. I'll just try and get a loop. This is like the most difficult way you could ever make a loop. almost. This will be fine. It is a little too wobbly. Let's keep trying. Maybe we could just make it sound tonal and insane. Yeah, you can't just make music, though. You got to make a bunch of shit first and then make music with the shit. Am I gonna make music? Maybe made a boo-boo on that one. That was a little bit too low. All right. Okay, I kind of dig that. Maybe a little bit higher of an amp floor. It's like you have no idea what's going to come out the other end of this. Resynthesis is a way where you could basically, if you have, what's the best way to describe this? What's the best way to do this? I made a video about it, but it did take quite a while. I made a reactor patch to sort of attempt to do resynthesis. Basically, if you stack a bunch of sine waves on top of one another, you can, if you have enough CPU power, and you have enough sine waves, you can reproduce any sound through synthesis. Like, you don't actually have to sample it. It does take a lot of CPU power to do it accurately, but the benefit to that oversampling is that you can really stretch it around and play with it in real time in ways that are, you know, completely impossible to do with the waveform. And so, like, one of the more classic, I definitely don't have the session anymore, but I could find you the splits. Or the stems in here. Let's find them really fast. It's probably on a Google Drive. Sorry, no, this isn't in my window, but let's see, probably 2016. We have guitar resynthesis. Yeah, this is playing a guitar and resynthesizing it. But obviously just trying to make trying to find the cellos. Anybody else have a Google Drive that just takes forever to load folders? Okay, somewhere in here you'll hear resynthesized cello. There we go. Yeah, this isn't actually the stem. That was the original resynthesized cello. I don't know where the original synthesis things are, but I'll play you the final mix so you could hear the actual things. That's not it, obviously, but yeah, okay, here we go. So here's it being resynthesized into a bizarre sound. You know, a little claim to fame, that album, I'm sure a lot of people will hate me for this, but that album is maybe, as far as I know, the first album that uses AI in music. But it was from like 2016, maybe early 2017. It was when Google's Magenta came out, which is kind of the first neural net music generator. And the whole idea was it allowed you to, like, if you managed to actually get it compiled with TensorFlow, which was really, really difficult at the time. It was way more difficult than, trying to see if I have an example here. I thought I saw a folder alluding to it, but it allowed you to just take a bunch of different sounds and then blend them together in a really bizarre way. So let's see. I made like neural reverb. Neural reverb software? No. I mean, no, probably not. I mean, it sounds weird, but it doesn't sound great. You know, it's like I would still probably just use convolution reverb on this track. Yeah, okay, so then I had like rhythm, maybe this is the one. Yeah. So I had this track. And then I had this. And I jumbled all of that up into, then I had a control oscillator. So these are like 3 different sounds. And I jammed them all into Magenta to create yeah, so not terribly exciting, but it's a really bad claim to fame. I was the first person to use generative neural net AI. Now the thing that's now destroying music. I don't know if I was the first. I could have been. Seems like I was. I'm sure someone else had done it, like a Google employee or something. I have these, oh my God. I have these Google devices, these like old rooted Google devices that I was using to test the Unitary. And when I said that G word, they like lit up and I was like, help, go away. Nobody wants you. All right, so let's synthesize this at maybe a nicer resolution. Still not the best. I mean, that's actually kind of interesting, so let's just do that. But this will all make sense in a moment. I'm just going to load some files in here for now, and then we will bring them into an additive synthesizer. I like that. I dig it. All right, we could just drag and drop. Oh, not that folder. Yeah, okay. Let's open it. Oh, I have these like completely fucked up. Let me... I don't remember what the defaults are, unfortunately, so that might not be the best. Higher resolution. Oh man, we got to do some bird sounds too. Ooh, I love that. Oh. Dude, this sound is fucking phenomenal. It's from like 2008. Wow, that's beautiful. That's getting resynthesized. What file is that? 2. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's so sick sounding. Let's increase the noise width. The noise floor doesn't have to be as high. Window frequency could be lower. Soundly, a good file viewer. So Soundly is it's a tool for sound design for like people who do sound design for films. And it's a monthly, it's $20 a month, I think, to use, to have access to their cloud library, but it also organizes your local library. I believe the organizer's free, but you're just always going to be asked to sign up for their cloud service because that's how they make money. I will, obviously not on stream, my credit card expired. I just have a new number and mine expired. But I've been a member of Soundly since it, I mean, literally, when I heard that there was a cloud sound design thing, I was like, sweet, I'll try it. And I never unsubscribed until I was forced to. But yeah, no, I mean, for general use in my videos and shit, it's incredibly useful. But if you're not like making videos, you know, you may be better just downloading sample packs of what you actually want. But yeah, if I just want to put like a ding in a video or, you know, put like a laugh track or whatever the hell, you know, a car sound, something like that. It's incredibly useful for that. It was so much, oh man, from the sound design jobs I used to have, it makes me so pissed off that people have this now. It's just like, dude, the amount of work I put in with Foley and all that crap just to make some stupid bike sound in an ad or something. Yeah, this one's a toughie. All right, let's just keep that one. Let's see if I remember where I put all my bird sounds. It's been almost a year since I worked on that video. It's one of my favorite videos I ever made that I worked on. Like working on it was my favorite. The end result, I'm happy with it, but it's not my favorite. Not anywhere close, but I was very, very happy when working on that. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of bird sounds. Chirpity output. Downy woodpecker. All right. probably bring the noise floor way higher. That way it won't be as crackly. Nice. We could just export it to here, and I'll copy it over. See what else we have. Black-crowned night heron. Obviously, something with a lot of background noise, you're just wasting data. Like, as you could tell, there's a lot more points here. Let me copy this over. I have so many sounds. Let me see what else I got here. Laughing gulls. I have folders full of that. Yeah, these will be nuts. They're huge, though. They're huge files, rather. We could do better. That'll be cool. Dude, recording birds is like one of the nicest things you could do in life. You don't even have to be into them. You don't even have to give a shit what kind of, like, I'm not that into birds. I mean, that's kind of a weird statement considering the ducks that I've had, the chickens and all the bird feeders that I have around here. But yeah, I mean, I'm not like obsessed with, I'm not the type of person until I made that video, just because making the video, you know, stored shit in my brain. I was never the type of person who was like, oh, that's a Roddy tit head or, you know, whatever. I never did that stuff. I was always just kind of like, yep, that's a bird. That sounds cool. But literally that, just spending a month like looking for birds and recording them and just being forced to like put on headphones and listen to nature was even in areas that weren't nature. Like, it was so nice. Like, I mean, maybe it's not even bird. I mean, obviously the birds is nice because it like gives you something to do, but just putting, like, getting a decent stereo mic and just putting on headphones and listening to like the amplified sound, it's like really, really, I don't know. For me, it's like one of those things that is like necessary. That's almost a perfect emulation. Yeah, anybody who's stressed out, I would recommend that. Maybe keep this one. Maybe I'll contact Madrona Labs and sell them a bird library of. Yeah, this is gonna be so much fun to play with once we actually get into the additive stuff. I'm just saving right now. What I'm doing is I'm just converting them into synthesis files, I guess. I don't know how to better describe them. Like, basically instructions for resynthesizing the sounds. Actually, where is, I'm looking for the folder that had the mouth in it, which was the name of that starling. That crazy starling. Bats. God, I have so much shit here. No wonder I don't have any hard drive storage to keep all this crap. Infrasonic Labs. Okay. I think I put this one on my Patreon, that weird cricket soundscape by the ocean. Oh yeah, this is the mouth, okay. I don't want to play audio of a private conversation I was having with the owner of the Starling. Not that we talked about anything super private, but, you know. Bet I could find it in here. Who knows? Maybe she was like, by the way, my phone number is like that. Don't want to do that. All this privacy talk of mine. That would be quite contradictory. God, it's so fucking crazy that a starling makes this noise. It like doesn't do it justice. Like no amount of resolution could do it justice. It's crazy. Try and analyze it with a much higher resolution. All right, might as well just save it. And then get into our additive synth. Yeah, this is for Sumu Madrama Labs. Oh, you know what? I want to bring a cardinal in there as well. I do like the cardinal sound. As much as I hear it, it's like the most common, well, other than chickens and hawks. As far as a songbird, well, no, cardinal's not really a songbird, is it? Maybe it is. Just a basic song, a shitty song. There we go. A molting cardinal. I just had to like embarrass him by putting molting in the file name. It has nothing to do with the sound. I'm just like, yeah, he's molting. His feathers are all fucked up. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I love being able to see it that way. Let's bring the amp 4 up quite a bit. Not that much. There's a Goldilocks zone in there. Okay, never mind. Another thing I should be doing is, I guess it doesn't tell you the frequencies. I was gonna say like cutting the low would actually help with the amp 4 quite a bit. Let's see, maybe if we cut over 500 hertz. And be able to go higher. Yeah, I mean, that works. Okay, now we're ready. Oh, I don't even need to do this. I think it's one of the few things that I actually have updated in my menu. All right. So that's a test tone, for anyone wondering. Can't I expand this? Yes. So we can, I believe, in here, there's a way to customize the folder. Yes. Try and match it up with everything going on. There we go. 7 of 14. So 7 didn't work. But let's see what we have. Northern Cardinal, molting. If we want to slow down the time, I believe this will do it. I believe we could just have an LFO hooked up to the time if we want. I still don't fully understand the LFOs in this program. Like, I think they're all pulses. Oh yeah, and obviously we could like add things to the oscillators here if we want to. What other ones loaded? Not a lot loaded. I wonder what went wrong with some of those things. Oh yeah, this weird chamber. I love how it freezes. So by disconnecting this, bring it up to 4 voices. I need to understand. Actually, you know what? If I hook up the pulse to the scope, I may actually understand it. There we go. Now I understand the scope. That's a sexy oscilloscope, by the way. There's modes, bar chart info. So that means I could hook this up to time. Right? Yeah, just tuning through birds. Yeah, this reverb's a tough one to crack. Yeah, so it's like granular times 1,000. Syn plant, probably not that well. I mean, it's just different. The only Harmer would do it. Although you wouldn't have this kind of, well, yeah, you would. It's just different. I do kind of wish that there was like a better way to control the amplitude. All this for a snare. Honestly, the birds are the ones that are killing it. I guess if we wanted to make a rhythm. I'll load some presets so you could see what else this does. I don't know if they have that many acoustic presets though. They really should because it's pretty rad. They have vocals. Oh, fuck. The envelope's looping. Duh. To the gate. Okay, now I get it. And the gate's coming from where? Gate. Yeah. I don't understand how to make the gate faster. I guess it's faster when you have a higher key. It's so intense. I'm confused what this is controlling. I mean... Oh, I see now. All right. For the last 30 minutes, let's play with Harmer. Load them birds into Harmer. Pretty big file, though. Oh, God. It just loaded its, yeah, it's just loaded as the volume envelope. How do we make this big? Oh yeah, Harmer is like the resynthesis engine. So like there's some demos in here that could give you so this is like song. Let me find a vocal demo. Actually, those are probably the best. They don't really brag about it much though. They don't really, well, I guess they used to, but yeah, they don't really show you these days. Don't I have some vocal stuff from like some of the, yeah. What's not going to make me mad? Counting sheep.
Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep.
And like the CPU is not even 5%. It's actually quite, it's some of the most powerful software in the world.
Help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep.
And if you want to like, you could actually, let me.
Help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all. Counting sheep to help me sleep doesn't work at all.
Text-to-speech choir song. I don't think such a thing exists. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a free one. I know like Ace Studio claims to do it. We've done it with voice swap through like scripts, but it wasn't easy. I mean, if you want to make like a real sounding choir, then if you honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I co-founded the company, if you wanted to make like a good, I mean, I did, where is it? I have an example of a realish sounding choir that I made with, through voice swap. And it was I think it was me. Yeah. It was just one of me singing and then just putting in a bunch of other, post-production things to try and get a full choir out of it. Let's see. What year would that be? 2023, maybe? I mean, whatever. Just search Ben Jordan voice swap and you'll see me doing it in the session and all that. But yeah, I mean, it probably, if you just like uploaded it to Spotify or something, people would probably assume that it's a real choir. But again, it wasn't like this. You could just, yeah. You couldn't just like say it and then it.
clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are...
Yeah, I feel like the presets they include with this are just so depressing, or not depressing, like melodramatic, I guess. Like it's just like, oh, geez, shut up. Like they're not that, you know, they're just sort of like, my knees are hurt from the scar you left me when you left me for Carissa.
Stop the pain, clouds on, clouds are gone, but clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop.
This is like a melody that you would have at the beginning of like an NBA game.
Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain.
It's so like, get ready for a basketball melody, but the lyrics are clearly not that.
Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it does. No, clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds.
I wish that Harmor would be updated. Man, I mean, I've bitched to them about that a whole bunch. It's like, why are you not working on this show? I mean, we all know why they're not working on this stuff, because it's just the average new FL Studio customer is not using this. It's at the risk of gatekeeping, it's extremely advanced software that kind of leaves the scope of normal music production. So there's not much incentive for them to make a new version. And then again, like, what are they going to do? What do you want out of it? It's a pretty tough, it's a pretty tall order. Okay, so if we actually want to like edit the speed of this, that's our frequencies nuts. We should have image time offset.
Clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds are gone. Clouds are gone, but it no, the cloud doesn't stop the pain. No, the cloud doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds gone, but it doesn't stop the pain. No, the clouds gone. Stop the pain. No, the clouds gone, but it doesn't stop the pain.
An older version can be used as a VST. Actually, no, I think you can use it as a VST. The problem is with using it as a VST is that then you rob yourself of the most important features. So like if, let me just load another vocal thinger. Something less dumb.
Do you believe what I believe?
Nope.
Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen.
Jesus Christ. Just
Hold.
maybe I'm just old. I'm just like, shut up, kid.
'Cause I'm frozen. 'Cause I'm frozen. 'Cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the night. Frozen. 'Cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me.
Maybe this will do it better. This should be major.
Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold
I'm gonna win a Grammy on
me in the
accident here.
nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen.
Okay, so
'Cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. Hold me in the nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen. 'Cause I'm frozen.
so I'm trying to think of like an example.
Nighttime, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen.
This should lock, shouldn't it? Used to.
Time, 'cause I'm frozen, 'cause I'm frozen.
And then we could like change our harmonics automatically. We could decimate. Oops, not that one we can't. Or if we wanted to create a sequence. let's make our own filter. And then if we want to like change our filter frequency, we could slam this into the tempo. Maybe a little bit shorter. Actually, we could make a sequence within here. There we go. Okay, so check this out. What are we at? 120 BPM. I'm going to find a beat somewhere. I mean, I may also just change my tempo to match a beat, so I'm not looking around for a beat for 20 minutes. These don't seem to have tempos listed. Okay, we're going down to 80 BPM. Okay, so this is our filter frequency. I'm going to delete all of this and delete all of it. Every piece. Goodbye. Okay, now I'm going to drag and drop this drum loop into the filter. Maybe something a little faster. Future Tropics. That sounds like it's upbeat a little bit. All we need is like 115. Oh, I like this. Not for this fucking track, but that is my style of beat right now. I don't know. And if we wanted to like drag this in just to compare the two. We could totally drop a bird instead of the drum beat. Bring that cardinal in. We could also do that with pitch. There we go. Again, this is like a long file. I mean, it's 22 megabytes, not huge, but all right, this might be obnoxious. If it even worked, I may have put it in the wrong thing. Imagine as somebody with a lot of analog gear that you don't necessarily aim for analog emulation in your digital production. No, sometimes only if it's like something that I'm interested in, right? Like an LFO into an LFO into an LFO to create like a really interesting modulation source. Like, yeah, the closer to analog, if we could get audio rate, that'd be amazing. Although that's oftentimes not accurate. Like, I feel like that's where analog, honestly, like I think like modules like maths, that's where analog really comes in. Like that's where I can kind of tell the difference. Like I just can't create the same slopes in VCV rack or something like that. But using that as like the reason to have analog gear is fucking stupid. Like you don't need it. It's just one of those things where you get used to it here. It's a little different on this side. Like it's always petty reasons that don't justify buying analog gear. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not an analog purist. I just can tell the difference when it comes to modulation sources and things like that. But it's like so unimportant. Like, you know, it will not make a difference when the only thing that analog does that makes a difference in my music is the rare circumstance, and I haven't done this in a long time, like years, where I would make a song on the modular or something. Like it would be these little blips that would happen where I'd make a song on the modular and then go to bed and then come back the next day and the tuning and timing drifted. And then all of a sudden, like this thing that I was not really that proud of the night before now sounded fucking incredible. You know, like, or I guess even in general, like if I feel like I keep going back to Piety of Ashes for this, for this stream, but, actually, let me see if I could find one of the original, I believe the song's called Fog or something. Fog? I don't know. I have this track that's a great example of that. It was this weird song that didn't make any sense. I didn't really like it. And I mostly made it with like modular stuff. And then came back the next day and was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like all of a sudden I loved it when the night before, see if I could find the original. Like in the released version, I'm like playing instruments over it and stuff, but. Yeah, this. Like this was not out of tune and dark sounding. Like at 4 a.m, but at noon when I came back, it was like, oh my God, this is so fucking crazy. Like never in a million years would I make this in a DAW, right? Like, I wouldn't even think to make something like this. Like, this is like being in a very specific walled garden. Like, what chord is that? Just like, it just throws up. Yeah, and this is just like a recording from the modular that ended up being a larger track with like drums in it and stuff, but yeah, like this one too. So like this is a full, this is a full track with instruments and stuff, but it all started on the modular, and I think I had the BeatStep Pro, and I was using 4 channels, like the 3 music channels to essentially make a chord with 3 different oscillators, and I was even programming the drum channel to do that as well. Like, and it took forever, and it's the simplest melody, but that's what's happened. Like, that's what drove the whole track, right? Is this just that backup piece? But I suppose that's like why that's the value I get out of analog, is like, this would bore me in a DAW, but for some reason in that walled garden, it made sense to like move on with that sequence. Same thing with this one, like this chord sequence and melody, or chord sequence and beat. Like, I would have never ever made this beat in a DAW, because it's just, and you could even hear the analog drift in the sequence. Like, there is no 2 times where it's always the same in the drums. I'm sorry, I'm answering your question. The question of, do I have any favorite analog emulation synths? I remember Alpha Forever really impressed me with that, and then they kind of stopped updating it, and it was kind of pricey. Alpha Forever was a modular, sort of like Reactor-ish, but not as, like VCV rack, but you're limited to only there, like not as many things to plug into each other. And I feel like, yeah, there's some that do better than others. Like Madrona Labs, obviously, they do really good analog emulations. Arturia honestly does a pretty damn good job. Like, yeah, I've never like opened up one of their recreations and been like, this doesn't sound like the real thing. Like, they do totally fine. But again, it's like, that's one of those things where, the reason I like analog has very little to do with the sound and very much to do with the process of it. Like, it's just things that I would never make otherwise. But like, yeah, the difference, like, if I'm to go down my plugin list here, and the difference between, I don't know, like Surge and Serum and Pigments, like the wavetables on those 3 synths are not, I'm not going to be able to tell them apart. It's just the patch is either designed well or not. But yeah, it's just that if I had like a wavetable oscillator, if I had 3 wavetable oscillators, 3 filters in front of me in real life, all heating up and reacting to their surroundings ever so slightly differently, and I made a polysynth with those three things, and the imperfections of the filter in each key that gets pressed as it goes through the sequence of the chord. When I press a chord, that's what analog is, right? And you can make that. You can kind of do that in VCV Rack or Cardinal or something like that. It's just not conventional on a computer, and it's not conventional on a modular, but literally nothing is conventional on a modular. like I can't imagine a single person would expect to like sit down in front of a modular and quickly bang out a song for their demo, whatever they're making a song for. Yeah, I mean, in fact, that's when I got my modular, the first, like when I started building the system, I built it with the budget from, what was the name of that? Planet 9. It's in Planet, I'm not actually sure if it's still running, but it was for Adler Planetarium, but it got licensed to planetariums around the world. And it was the score for that. And like, I just was really bored with the idea of writing another planetarium score in a DAW. And so I was like, well, what if I do it with all logic gates? Like, what if I do it all? And I just put the entire budget towards getting a modular system and then made that way. Even comparing a 70s with a modern one is going to have way different electronic components and drift, just the way caps resistors. Yeah, you know who's a great YouTuber to follow? I'm going to make sure I got his channel name correct. Ugh. YouTube or Google really hates people if hates recommending smaller creators. They really make it impossible. I'm trying, like, this is somebody I subscribe to and I can't find their damn channel. I'm glad that I'm doing this. The guy's real name is Aaron Lanternman. He's a Lantertronics. Okay, found it. I literally searched Lantertronics and couldn't find it. It's this guy, Lantertronics. This guy does incredible dives. He's a professor of electrical and computer engineering at Georgia Tech. And yeah, I mean, I met him in person and talked to him for a while, and then, he followed my channel and we stayed in touch since. And he's, yeah, like he'll break down things on like how modern analog oscillators can be recreated now. And he actually made a video kind of debunking something I said. I have no idea if it happened a long time ago, but he made a video kind of debunking something I said about Behringer, about how you can't make faithful recreations with new hardware of hardware that's from the 70s or whatever. And yeah, totally like changed my view. I was like, I had no idea that it worked this way. I was like, damn, okay, you're right. And yeah, I mean, he just showed that you absolutely can. And, nobody would ever be able to tell the difference. But yeah. Something web SDR related. I have some excellent recordings of anti-Russian broadcasts from the start of the Ukraine war. They are loopy techno arrangements with lots of slagging off of Putin. That's awesome. Yeah, Aaron's great. He's also really busy. As am I. I've been literally wanting to give him all of the model train synth stuff for like a year now. And I just haven't been able to link us up. But yeah, I think I can't imagine someone who could like hack that stuff to make cooler stuff than me. So. But yeah, his stuff is absolutely incredible. Oh wow, he does a Willet Heinbach. Yeah, he has a lot of like he'll just build old filters from scratch and stuff. Really, really brilliant guy. So highly recommended. Honestly, and I say this as somebody who prides myself on some of my older videos putting people to sleep. I think some of his content is actually great go to sleep content. Like if you just want to like doze off, you know, finding out how to make a FM synthesizer from scratch. Like it's a pretty good channel for that. Pretty amazing. But yeah, oh, look at that. We're out of time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll have a video out by next week. Maybe. Hope so. Yeah, I have to. I'm going to die if I don't, because I have to like do the whole DJ set and go out of town and all that stuff. So that would be nice. I have to mow my lawn. It finally rained. So now I got to get back to the mowing. And like mowing my lawn, by the way, is a dangerous proposition because I have really steep hills and I have like a special tractor that supposedly could handle them. But sometimes I'm like, this thing's going to flip. My mom said Planet 9 was retired on December 31st, 2025. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, I don't think I know anybody who works at Adler Planetarium anymore, so I probably won't get hired again for planetarium music. Anyway. Amazing channel. Can't believe I haven't heard of Aaron. Right? That's what pisses me off about the YouTube recommendation system. Like that's what pisses me off about it. Like it recommends me clips of Breaking Bad over and over again for years when I haven't clicked one yet. Like, you know, there's these creators who are making things that are 100% in my line of interest that I don't hear about unless a human being is like, have you heard of blah? And then I'll be like, and I never want to take the, you know, I'm always like, yeah, okay, sure. And then I end up looking and I'm like, oh my God, how did I not know this? Same thing with music, right? Is that not music? Like that's same thing with like Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music recommendation. Like it's so crazy. Somebody will recommend me music and I'm like, how the fuck did this $100 million algorithm not know to ever tell me about this artist that I've been apparently searching for a year? But anyway, I'm not gonna go full Louis Rossman about this one. I'm gonna let him do that because he does it better. Anyway, have a wonderful day, night, weekend, and also Counter-Strike. If you're in Atlanta, I'll be speaking at Counter-Strike on Saturday morning. So go there. It's Counter-Strike, Counter-Spy. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm tired. Search for Counter-Spy Atlanta and you'll see the schedule if you are around. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Bye.